Welcome back, everybody. Today I wanted to announce one of my annual events, and as you can see here, we're going to have one of our videos where we showcase a bunch of animals. So I wanted to announce the annual 4th of July sale that I do, and this will be the last 4th of July sale that I do. So it is 50% off of every single animal that I have on Morph Market, plus free shipping. Here's how it works. It's not overly complicated. It's very easy. If the price is in black, let's say $2,000, then you take 50% off of that. So the snake would be $1,000. If the price is already in red, if it already says $1,000 in red, that is the 50% off price. Morph Market only allows you to do sales for 3 days at a time. So they expire every 3 days, and if I don't catch them right away, it will go back to being the black pricing. So that's the first thing I wanted to clear up, because people seem to have confusion with that every time I do something like this. If it's a black price, take 50% off. If it's a red price, it's already 50% off. So that's part number one. Part number two is that there are some females in this group of snakes. Basically everything in Morph Market right now is adults. So they're all adults. I don't have any hatchlings listed right now. They are all adult snakes that have either proven breeders, are laying soon, or are ready to breed. Nothing else in there, anything younger than that. They're all breeding age or older, or having bred already. There are some females that already had a pre-lay shed, and they are within a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks of laying eggs. You are not getting that female shipped to you while she's gravid. You're paying for that female to have it after she lays. So the snake will ship after she lays. I'm collecting those eggs, and they're priced accordingly. They're not priced as females that are coming with free eggs to you. They're priced as females that are proven breeders. So that's the other kind of thing I wanted to clear up about all this. So everything in the store is half off. The sale already started in Morph Market, but this is for all those people out there in YouTube land, because you guys seem to be my best viewership. So I wanted to clear that up. I wanted to announce that. I don't have a set end date. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't have that many snakes left. This is basically, I'm trying to clear out all the adults so that I can get rid of this rack, and then I'm going to go into basically I have this one clutch I'm going to show you right now real quick, which is hatching, and then starting in August I'm going to have the rest of my clutches hatching through September. So we'll be busy. I don't want to focus on the babies. So I'm going to show you these couple snakes real quick that did come out or are coming out. So you can see right in there this little guy or girl. So these are all, and there's this one, they're very similar. This was a Confusion Pinstripe ODYB Leo Possible Fire Doublehead DG Clown, bred to a pied Doublehead DG Clown. And as you can see, we have little hiders down there. This one looks like it's a visual DG. I'm gonna have to test it for Clown. It's a very pretty snake, as you can see there. If I had to guess, I guess it's ODYB Leo. But I'm definitely going to have a little bit of trouble IDing some of the snakes in this clutch with all the genes we had. Here's a really nice Clown that I got. Get it here in the light. I think it's a yellow belly, maybe something else going on in there. Clown, so it's a Clown. That might be a DG, but I'll shed test it, and it's het pied, so it's going to be a really cool snake. So those are the other two from the clutch, and there's one more, which is probably my favorite because it's a nice Confusion. So we have a Confusion Clown, Pos Het DG, het pied. So very, very cool potential of the snake if it ends up being a triple recessive snake. So that's a male. The other Clown was a female, and that first snake that was not visual Clown was a male too. So those snakes will be available as they come out. I will shed test them all for Desert Ghost, just in case you're wondering, or Clown, the one that isn't a visual Clown. But it looks like 4 of the 5 snakes I did hit visual clown on. So that's actually better odds than I ever could have hoped for in that clutch. I'm hoping one of them turns out to be a double visual. That would be a very nice snake to score. And let me get you here, and I'll show you all the snakes now that are in this sale. Let's see. Well, at least the ones, well, I think the ones that are gravid should be okay to show you. I don't think most of them aren't too far along. But we'll start with maybe the ones that are not gravid. Let's start there. So this is a really cool male that as I've dropped the price on him, I'm surprised he hasn't sold yet. So I don't know exact genes of what ID wise because he's so kind of unique. I believe he's a Mojave, pastel Mojave, probably OD and blade clown, but he's also double het MJ Xanthic and pied. So he's a triple recessive snake with a bunch of codoms. I have him marked down like $1,000 at this point. You can't get a snake in this project. He's not worth $1,000. I mean, he's a $2,000 snake at least, possibly even more. But I have him marked down a lot. So if you're in this project, or you're looking to get into this project, or if you only have lightning pied stuff, he's the perfect snake to breed to female lightning pieds, because not only you're guaranteed triple recessive hets at the very worst, but you could be making lightning pied het clowns with a bunch of codoms. So he's breeding size, ready to go. He was a person. All these snakes are basically holdbacks of mine, but he's a big breeding ready male. Actually, I'm just gonna go down the line and try to show everybody really quick. This is a gravid female, actually the sibling to that male. So she's for sale, will ship out after she lays, which should be around actually next week. A pastel Mojave clown, double het MJ Xanthic pied. So the same recessives as the last snake, but she's gravid right now. You know, not much to look at in terms of genetics, but the fact that she's triple recessive is very cool. And the fact that I think she had like 3 locks in, became gravid, was really cool. So she's up on the market. Now these two have been breeding, so they look a little messy. Actually, I'll show them separately. So she's actually in shed. So this is the other clown, double het pied MJ Xanthic that I have available. So she is a triple recessive snake. I believe she is a lesser leopard. There's potentially OD in there as well, but I don't think she's OD, but she's a lesser leopard clown, double het MJ Xanthic pied. She is not gravid. I haven't checked her follicles yet, but she has had at least 2 to 3 locks to a male. So she is, you know, a really nice size, and again, a triple recessive animal. She actually looks like she's doing the shed right now too. Now, this is a female that is currently ovulating, and it looks like she is starting to just start her prelay shed. So I have her listed with this other male who I need to clean off, because it looks like he was with the last female and kind of got some poop on his back, so I'll have to clean him up. But so the male's on the left, the female's on the right. She is ovulating right now. Currently, they are for sale as a pair. They're both Orange Dream blade pied, double het MJ Xanthic clown. They are a proven pair. She laid a couple, maybe 2 years ago. He has basically fathered everything that I've produced that's in the Lightning Clown Pied project over the last 2 years. So he's produced a crap ton of clutches, including everything that I'm producing this year in the project. So he is a phenomenal breeder. So this pair I think I have listed for like $6,000, and that gets you the eggs before she has a prelay shed. So, you know, you basically have to take advantage of that in the next week or two if you want to buy these snakes before she has prelay shed. After that, once she has a prelay shed, if she's still here, I'm going to keep her. I'm going to keep the eggs until she lays them, and then I will put them back up for sale. Probably the price is going to drop a little bit, because at that point, you know, she did her duty. But she Looks like she's going in a shed right now because she does not look very white. So, you know, if you maybe have about a week and a half, if you are interested in grabbing this pair before she has a pre-lay shed. I think she laid 4 or 5, 6 eggs the first time around, so hopefully it's a little bigger. All right, I'm seeing if I have anything else in that project. I think that's the whole MJ Xanthic Lightning Pied Clown project, so I'm going to move to, well, unfortunately, this male is deep in shed. But this is the Hypo Pied Black Xanthic project. Unfortunately, this male is deep in shed, so you can't really see him. But this is one of a kind male. Black Head Leopard Mojave, Hypo Pied, double visual, Het Black Xanthic. He's a proven breeder. One of a kind animal. When he is not in shed, he's purple kind of colored, his head in that saddle right there. So he's a great breeder in this project. You know, if you want to pick up 1 or 2 or 3 of the females that I have available with him, you're going to start yourself off in a really nice breeding group of snakes that are ready to go. I will show you the one female available that he's been locked up to already in the project. But he's a great animal. Probably these couple males that I have left, they're so powerful. They were my holdbacks. I actually produced this one, you know, from baby to breeding, just a fantastic snake. And he actually has a really great temperament too. So he's not only a good-looking snake when he's not in shed, but he has a nice temperament too. So he's a snake you can take out and handle very frequently, and you won't be miserable. And this is a female that he has locked up to several times. My favorite one of the group, Black Head Leopard Mojave Pied, Het Hypo, Pos Het Black Xanthic. So, you know, double recessive at the worst, triple recessive at the best, a bunch of really cool genes. I have not seen a bunch of these with medium pattern, medium white. Usually they're very high white, which I can probably show you next. But a fantastic, beautiful animal, one of my favorites. She's priced a little higher than the other one that's similar to her because of how much pattern she has. This is one of those snakes that I sort of hate getting rid of, but I know that I just, you know, if I said I wanted to keep everything, then nothing would leave here. But she's a nice size. She's already locked up twice, and she is, you know, available now and would be a good pair with that male. Now I have 2, I think I have 1 more female like her actually. I believe she's a clutch mate, so she has the same genes. But this is, you know, the difference here. This is the high white version. Same genes, Black Head Leopard Mojave, Pied Het Hypo, Pos Het Black Xanthic, just the high white version. She's available too. I have not paired them yet. I have not paired her with that male yet. But again, beautiful snake, really cool genes, ready to breed, really great price, great eater. Her put away. I'm trying to go through these fast so you can see everything in here. I have so many. All right. Here is one of the cooler ones. It's a visual black Xanthic. So she's black Xanthic. She's Black Head Leopard Mojave and Het Pied. Het Pied. I did test her for hypo. She tested negative for Het Hypo, but she can make you black Xanthic pieds. She has 3 genes. She's actually a really good eater. Has a really cool pattern, as you can see there in the video. One of my more favorite snakes. That's actually what got me into this project. Was originally I bought a Black Head Leopard Mojave triple Het Black Xanthic Hypo pied from Canova, and he is the father of every single one of these snakes, or the grandfather, well, I guess the father of all of them. They all came from different females, but he is the dad to all of these snakes. So they all came from really good lineage, and she is a fantastic eater. She's been an absolute pig since she popped out of the egg. So she is on the market. This girl is super deep in shed, and she has the opposite het. So she's a leopard black axanthic het hypo. She tested negative for black axanthic. Again, she's deep in shed, but she's ready to breed. Not as many genes, so she's sub $1,000, I think, on sale. But she's a cool snake. She'll make, the nice thing about her, she doesn't have the Mojave in there. So if you, like, let's say you picked up that male, you breed them together, you make some really nice snakes, you don't have to worry about super Mojaves. But she's a big one, ready to go. Now, the most expensive female in that group is this girl here, because she's actually a triple recessive. So she's, not only is she triple recessive, but she's blackhead. And she doesn't have Mojave. So she's blackhead, black axanthic, double het hypopide. So, you know, this girl compared with, and she looks like she's going in the shed too. This girl compared with that, combined with that male, will make probably some of the best looking offspring possible. You know, I'm actually, as soon as he sheds, I'm probably gonna start pairing these two up and focus on pairing these two if they don't sell, because they're two of the more expensive snakes that I have available. You know, the shot at hitting a triple recessive with these two snakes and hitting some really cool codoms are pretty good, especially because he's hypopide het black and she's black double het hypopide. At the very worst, I'm guaranteed triple hets, and I still have the potential to hit super blackhead leopard Mojaves. So they're really, really powerful snakes. I won't be too sad to see them. I won't be too sad if they stay here a little longer, especially if they start to produce eggs for me. But she's good to go. And this little saucy girl is actually gravid, so once she lays, she will go out the door, but she is for sale. She's a pinstripe clown pied het hypo that actually bred to that blackhead leopard Mojave male that I just showed. So double recessive, double visual recessive plus het, you know, hypo clown pies are fantastic looking animals. She should be laying about the second week of July. So she will, you know, get out the door after that. So a really powerful snake. I love pinstripe and pieds, especially clown pieds. If I can get her face up here. Really cool looking snake. So she will produce some very, very, very cool babies for somebody. This female also bred to that same male. She's the opposite. She's the same as the last female, but the opposite in terms of recessives. So she's a pinstripe hypo, double het clown pied. Again, she just had her pre-lay shed, I think, last week, so she won't lay until the end of July. She will ship after she lays, but the current price is reflected on, you know, you purchasing her after that. So basically, it's like you're gonna pre-order or save the animal for yourself for when she's ready to go. So again, pinstripe, hypo, double het clown pied. Both of those females were from Chimera, in case you're interested. And I'm not gonna pick this girl up because she should be laying any day. So she's a clown pied het albino. She looks like she's gonna have a pretty decent sized clutch because she looks nice and rotund. So she will actually be laying any day now, and you know, once she eats a meal or two, she'll be out the door. So you know, if you're interested, I'll get her face up here so you can see her. If you're interested in that girl, again, priced to head out the door as soon as she lays. So hopefully she lays. I was hoping to show her eggs in this video, but she's kind of taking her time. This girl just laid, I believe I got 7 eggs out of her. She also had, get her unwound here. She was also eating already 2 meals in less than a week. So she's a Wookiee butter clown. I believe she's right under $1,000. So there basically are not Wookiee clowns, proven breeder females on the internet on Morph Market, but I think there was one other one listed, and it was 2-3 times the price of what I have her for on sale. So I'd pick her up if I were you. She laid a fantastic first clutch of 7 eggs. Again, Wookiee butter clown, like $1,000 shipped. You really can't beat. So the fact that she ate the day after she laid, and then I believe she ate like 3 days after that. I was feeding her small meals. So she's good to go. She's ready to ship as soon as somebody buys her. And I believe this is the last. I'll just pull her out too because she's gravid. She just had her pre-lay shed too. So this is a mahogany clown. Again, she just had a pre-lay shed, so I'm not going to ship her out until after she lays those eggs. But the price, she's priced accordingly in terms of what she's going to be worth after she lays. So, you know, if you wanted to buy her, fantastic, get her at the discounted price, and then I'll ship her as soon as she lays and eats. So she's a mahogany clown, really big female too. So I'm hoping for a nice big clutch out of her. All right, I think that's it for all the available snakes. So give me a second here, let me back out. Hopefully most of you stayed around to look at all those cool snakes. Again, just to reiterate, 50% off everything in the store. If it's marked 50% off, it says it in the title line. That includes free shipping. If it's a black price, take off 50%. If it's a red price, it's already 50%. Any of the females that are gravid will ship after they lay. And I think that's about it. I mean, other than that, you know, I have these babies coming out soon, so hopefully have some nice snakes that are triple recessive DG clown pied project stuff. I have lightning pied eggs that are due to hatch. When is that? Beginning of August, and that'll roll up the rest of the clutches. I think most of these should hatch by September. My whole goal is to have everything gone, completely shipped out by Thanksgiving, so that I'm not worried about holding stuff over the winter. I actually have somebody who purchased both of these racks already, or in the process of purchasing them, so these are spoken for. This rat rack is not spoken for yet. Obviously I can't get rid of it until I'm rid of snakes, but you know, hopefully in the fall somebody will pick that up. So you know, we're cleaning stuff out as we can. I'm hoping that these adults are gone, you know, by July or August, so they can get rid of that rack too. But this is the last 4th of July sale we're gonna have. These are all, again, these adults were all of my holdbacks. Like, they're not, you know, my leftovers. These were like the best of my best snakes. I'm glad that I got a final clutch out of a lot of those girls, because it actually helps me make a little bit more money here at the end. It'll actually probably double or maybe even triple the amount of money I'm gonna pull in, just gauging off of the size of these clutches. But these are all really high-end snakes that, you know, really anybody would love to have in terms of furthering a breeding project. So think long and hard about whether or not they're things you'd be interested in, because you can't really find a lot of these snakes anywhere else. They're unique things, and the fact that I'm being aggressive with pricing, because I am getting out at this point and just trying to accelerate that, really gives you guys good deals. And I really, if you think about it, you know, the market isn't where it was in 2020 because the government was printing free money and people had nothing better to do, and it exploded. And everything's like that. Stock market rides waves, you know, the car market, the housing market, everything rides waves, and this is riding a wave too. And, you know, for those that follow the stock market, the best analogy I can make is that, you know, when Liberation Day happened back in April and the stock market tanked like almost 10%, that was like the perfect time to buy stocks, because not only have the majority of the stocks recovered, they're starting to reach all-time highs only 2 months later. So if you would have bought things 20, 30, 40% off, some things dropped 40%, 50%. Nvidia's stock went all the way down to like $85 at one point, and now it's back up to $145. You're almost close to doubling your money if you would have bought Nvidia back when that stock market crash happened. This is sort of the same thing. That's really all the economy works. Prices are like low now with these snakes. I don't know if it'll ever fully recover to where they were, but the fact that you can buy some of these snakes for the prices they're at with the amount of genetics in them, this isn't like you're buying a clown, just a plain clown at a really nice price. These are double recessive, triple recessive snakes with codoms, which are the animals that I've preached on this channel for 6 years to buy. Don't just buy single gene snakes. You need to buy multi-recessives with multi-codoms, and these are it. I mean, these are the best of the best snakes that I had left available. So that's it for my special video. The next video on Wednesday will be of these clutch of snakes as they all come out of their eggs. I'm hoping I can see a little bit of what they look like a little better. I don't know if I'll be able to tell if they're DG or not with the genes in there, so I might just have to shed test them all. But I'm really excited to see them because it's 5 snakes, and the fact that 4 of them are visual clowns and the one looks like a visual DG gives me a lot better odds of actually hitting a single visual double het, because they're all going to be het pied because the mom was a visual pied. So at the very worst, the 5 snakes that came out are visual het. There's a good chance that a lot of them are visual double het. And there's even potential that some of them are clown pieds or DG clowns. So once we get them, shed tested, and once we actually get them maybe their first shed, I'll be able to tell better. So that's a really exciting clutch that I can't wait to see. So we will see you guys next time, and please hit up this 4th of July sale while these animals are still there.